we're gonna go right into with all that stuff out the way. We're just gonna hop into this topic that needs to be discussed. That needs to be discussed. When I say it needs to be discussed, I mean it needs to be discussed. So for this episode, I'm going to be talking about bullying, bullying in the classroom. Since it's since it's National Bullying Prevention Month, so I think it's a great time to discuss bullying in the classroom. So first and foremost, bullying is not okay in schools. It is definitely not okay. I come from experiences. Um, I mean, really, in elementary school, I was called because I was short. I was called a midget. Uh, in elementary school, and also I was called gay from elementary to middle school, elementary into middle school. I was called gay because of my voice. My voice was not, it's not, I don't know how to describe it. It's not like, I want to say it's not 100%. It's just, my voice is not, it's not there. So I've been, and it's very upsetting because like it kind of like hurts your feelings, and you don't want the students to hurt their feelings. You really don't. And it's kind of like you being hurt, like you fell to the ground and like there's nothing really you can do except talking to a teacher about what happened. But sometimes the teacher doesn't do anything about it, and you're just like, you don't know what to do because you told the teacher what happened, but they didn't really do anything about it. And that's really kind of like arched my nerves because I don't like it where teachers don't do anything about it. They just shrug it off, just moving forward. And I'm just like, my trust is in your hands. Like everything I told you is in my hands. And then the very next day, that same bully is, bullying again. And it's just like a constant thing. So I think we need to stop bullying in schools. And because like Miss Ross said in the previous episode where we talked about kindness in the classroom, it's kind of like we need to show kindness in the classroom because in order for students to stop bullying in the classroom, we need to, show kindness in the classroom. I think that's a great way to stop bullying in the classroom. I think it's a great way. And because if we don't, then those students will become bullies, and then they will bully other students, and then it will create a huge mess. And we don't want a huge mess. We want things to go smoothly. We want to, I want to say, I want to say like butterflies and rainbows, but sometimes not everything is butterflies and rainbows. because, stuff happens. And, when stuff happens, you get right back up and move forward. So, I think that's a great thing about it. Here's some statistics and facts about school bullying. So this is from reallink.com. Did you know about 90% of students in grades from 4th grade all the way to 8th grade have been either bullied or harassed in school? 90%. That's a whole lot of percentage. That is a whole lot of percentage. We need to change that. Over 1,600,000 kids refuse to go to school every day because they fear that they're going to get bullied. Let me say that again. Over 160,000 kids refuse to go to school each day because they fear that they may get bullied again. Yes. Okay. Each month, about 282,000 students are physically assaulted in some way in secondary schools throughout the U.S. And guess what? And the number is increasing. That number is increasing. So we need to change that. We need to change that. Okay? And nearly 75% of the school shootings has been linked to harassment, and bullying. Like I shared on Twitter, like that Sandy Hook promise school ad. I was speechless because Like, we need to figure out a way not only to keep the students safe, but also practice what to do in a school shooting, because it's like I said, I'm speechless. So we need to do something. About 9 out of 10 LGBTQ teens have reported that they've been bullied at school within the past year because of their sexual orientation. Okay. Now, it's necessary to take actions to stop gay or homophobic or LGBTQ bullying in schools, because they all came to school for one purpose only, and that purpose is to get that education, to get their learning on. If they don't have their learning on, then they won't succeed. They won't get there. They won't achieve what they want, So we need to change that.